Hey, good morning, everybody. Rick here with Hit and Run Candlesticks. How are you? Hey, I just want to remind you that if you find this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, ask a question down below, and share it with your friends. If you have any trading buddies, just share the link out there with your friends. I sure would appreciate it. All right, I'll be back in just a second. Let's get the show on the road. Well, good morning, everybody. How we doing? In case somebody forgot me, my name is Rick. And today is Tuesday, February 22nd. Glad to have everybody here. Good morning, Dean, Chaz, Joe, Ron, Chip, Chewy, and I see a Dan in there. You guys all, oh man, I forgot to put the sound on. Well, good morning, everybody. For those that forgot, this is Rick. This is Tuesday, February 22nd, 2022. Good morning, Dean, Chaz, Joe, Ron, Chip, Chewy, Paula. Hope everybody's doing well today. Get a drink of coffee, get some water. Man, I got to tell you, I'm glad I went on vacation, to tell you the truth. And I'm not going to lie to you folks. If any of you follow Facebook, maybe some Twitter, you saw a lot of what we did. I posted quite a bit on. I posted more on Facebook this past 10 days than I posted in 10 years. Anyway, it was a terrific trip. So let's take a look at the market, and jeepers creepers, I just need to go back on vacation. Here's the thing. There's two things to keep always up front, and that is the trend in price action. It really is. We need to take our personal feelings away. You know, like the world's going to come to an end. Russia's going to invade Ukraine, and there's nothing we can do about that. And we don't even know when. So you just have to, you have to trade the chart in front of you. Good morning, Julie. Thank you. It is good to be back. However, I'm already making plans for another one of those trips. It was a good trip. It was a really good trip. So if I look at the charts right now, all I see is bearishness in the charts. You guys all know that if Putin and the president there, Biden, if they come to some type of agreement, that is just going to bounce us right up, and the bulls are going to step into town. Right now, we have a bearish H pattern setting up. We have the Trendicator red here. There's just no way I can look at bullishness. I don't even have a whole lot of charts here to look at. I've got a couple just because I was kind of lazy this morning and I didn't pick anything. But we'll take a look at them. You can see the diamonds are doing the same thing. I did take a lot of notes while I was on this trip. I was able to get away from the computer. And I did take a lot of notes. Sometimes things just pop into my head. And I kept telling myself, boy, I sure am glad I'm not trading. And I did not trade. I did not even open up my trading account one time. Not one time. And it's a really good feeling to step out when the market is not your market. The market's not your lane. Now, I'm not saying that shorting is not my lane. It is. I don't mind shorting at all. I can certainly short. But the choppiness, the market kind of just twisting around and around and around is just not good at all. So that makes it kind of tough, in my opinion, to be trading. Tonight, I'm going to be talking. I have public e-learning tonight, and tonight I'm going to be talking about some things like this here. It's putting trades together to make money, and simple things like the trend is your friend. Predicting the turn is not your friend. Knowing your entry setup is your friend. How to take profits is your friend. Hoping for more profits is not your friend. So I've got a long list, and we'll talk about those in detail. Um, a long list of little things like that that I've just put together. And you have to know where your market is, what your lane is. So right now, this, I can tell you, I know a lot of people here in the room, and this is not your lane. This is really not. I know a lot of other people, you're rocking and rolling. You're hitting it out of the ballpark, and I think that's great. So, okay, let's look at Coop here. ConocoPhillips, if that starts moving up, that looks like that might be a trade. We're going to need to come off that doji up a little bit. One of the things that I've learned over my years of trading, and I've learned this the hard way, and I've learned this from people here in the room. I don't know if you guys, some of you will remember old Gigi. Some of you remember him. And then Steve hasn't been around in a long time. He's finishing a house being built and whatnot. Doug, you guys all know Doug. Whoops, that's not what I meant to put out there. There we go. Some of the things that I've learned that I never used to do because I was the guy that always bought down here. And over the years, I've learned to buy up high and sell high. We don't have to buy down here, not even over the T line, not even a Trendicator turn, pullback trap, and buy that. That's always, I used to buy here. Well, this is a good place to buy too. And if you see this chart having the possibility of that, you don't run into it just because you have, just because you have the possibility. Let it work. Let it work. Because buying high and selling higher is a strategy that every successful trader has. It truly is a strategy that every successful trader has. Take a look at AR here. Move up. J-hook. That has possibilities. So this is my first day back after being gone 11 days. The chances of me buying something are pretty much zero, just because I want to get back in the saddle. I want to make sure that I'm comfortable. So I can tell you that right now the market is not in a great condition to be buying. DLTR, if you're looking for a bullish chart, this might be one of the prettiest charts I've seen out there. And I've only looked for about 5 minutes before I started talking here. I didn't look for charts over the weekend. So DLTR, this might be the best chart that I've seen the past 5 minutes anyway. We start seeing follow through. That looks like it might be pretty good. We're running out of earnings, so that's a positive thing on earnings. One of my favorite things to do, if we have a bearish market, which we do, okay, we have a bearish market, is I like to trade the inverse ETFs. That's truly one of my favorite things to do. And it's because it's so easy. Most traders, not all, okay, so I'm not picking on the person that doesn't fall in this category. Just most traders trade long. And most traders, when they're going through their education in trading, their education is all about longs. And then somewhere down the road, they start learning about shorts. Now, this is the case for most traders, not all, but most. And what happens is you never really give the same dedication to short trading as you do bullish long trading. And that's okay. You're not the only one. Thousands of other people do the same thing. It's very common, very, very common. So the inverse ETF, I think, is a fabulous way to stay with your long expertise, but yet you're trading the market short. Dog, maybe. So if we look at dog here, what this is saying is that the diamonds are going to go down, or the Dow 30 is going to go down. And this is doing exactly what we want it to do. Is there resistance up here? Sure. If so, that's not your trade, don't do that trade. If you needed to pull back, let it pull back. If you needed to break out, let it break out. But you can't deny that this chart is trying to turn. SQQQ is another one. If you want to short the Qs, but you can't short the Qs for whatever multiple reasons it could be, this is one way to do it. Here we've got a nice J-hook setup. It's just a matter of now the entry on this. You know, are you going to enter it with this resistance up here? Some people will. I mean, clearly yesterday there were buyers in here. Some people won't. Some people will wait till it pulls back. Some people will wait till it breaks out. Some people will just buy it willy-nilly and they won't be here in a few months. So you have to have that plan, that entry plan. That's something I'll be talking about tonight. Entry plan is your friend, and we'll be talking about that as well. So, Coke. I think Coke is doing a great job here. Anybody that's in Coke, and I can't imagine there's no one in Coke. I have to believe that somebody here's in Coke. Beautiful little hammer, great little price action, monster bullish engulf here with great follow through. Let's just move that line up right there. Coke is wonderful, doing just superb. So I think Coke is set up as a buy right now. Looks like we're pulling back. To me, that's a pullback opportunity. That's a nice chart. RWM. If you want to short IWM, the small cap, for whatever reason you can't short, and there are a tremendous amount of people that cannot short for whatever the reason. Take a look at RWM. That's a nice setup here. Here we've rallied up, we've pulled back, and now it looks like we're trying to stabilize right in here. We've got a double bottom, a low, a high, higher low. We're back above the Trendicator and the T-line. Looks to me like we might kind of want to run up and test some of these areas that we've been before, like 2370 here. That looks like a pretty smart area for it to come up to, and then somewhere in the 2430 area. The last one I have is TZA, shorting IWM, just like that RWM. TZA is one. This used to be my favorite. It's still my favorite. I think it's a beautiful chart. Here, look at that trend that's working. You're getting the pullbacks within a trend. You're getting more trend. You're getting more pullbacks. You're getting more trend. We have this double bottom, this low, this high, this higher low. We're about to break over this high. Whoa, that is not what I wanted. There we go. We're about to break over this higher high right here. Once that happens, this becomes a very tradable bottom up here. Carol put up QID. Yes, ma'am. That's one as well. Nice short. Nice short stock to go long on. Yes, absolutely. J-hook in the making here. Now it's just a matter of finding that entry that makes you happy. An entry that makes, Carol, you happy, and an entry that makes Julie there happy could be two different things, and that's okay. There is no one entry fits all, so you've got to find what works for you. You've also got to pay attention to the market. Is this really what you want to trade, this market here? Do you really feel comfortable about that? Do you feel comfortable about the whole Ukraine thing? And what I mean by that is if there is an invasion, the market's going to be really, really unhappy. Why? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't hurt the market, but it does. And if there is a sit-down powwow, everybody kisses and hugs and gets all hippie on each other, then the market's going to turn around and go up. And it's going to happen in a split second is what it's going to do. So if you're just, you're pounding the pavement and you're short, then all of a sudden, you know, smoke signals go up and everybody gets all kumbaya over there. Then what's going to happen? The market is just going to start jamming, and you're going to be wondering what the hell just happened to your trades. So if you feel this is your market, rock and roll. If you feel this is not your market, let someone else rock and roll. Let them do it. Let them do it. Anyway, here we are. Here we are. Let's see. I'm gonna. What how long? I've been on here for 15 minutes. I'm gonna call it a day here or a morning, and we'll see everybody here in a few minutes, and we'll get the market open here. We'll try to. The scanner will give us some good picks as they come up in real time, so I'll certainly be hammering on that today. You guys take care. Thank you very much for letting me go on vacation. I do appreciate it, and I will see everybody in about 20 minutes here. Okay, take care.